Skincare is blowing up right now, and we are throwing our money over to the skincare companies like there's no tomorrow. But your skincare products are only one piece of the puzzle to getting the clear skin that you want. Hello and welcome to the Queendom. I'm Sarah Engel, and today we're talking about ways that you can clear your skin that don't involve any skincare products. Skincare is blowing up right now. Makeup is on the decline on YouTube, and there's a massive shift to a focus on skincare. You're seeing makeup gurus announce skincare lines, and popular skincare products like the CeraVe Salicylic Acid Cleanser that have been available forever suddenly sell out everywhere. Partially thanks to Skincare by Hiram.
Hello everyone.
Skincare is great. It's super important, so please keep up your skincare routine. But if you've tossed out your makeup wipes and DIY almond scrubs for a skincare guru approved routine and you're still suffering from breakouts, you are not alone. So today we're gonna go through 5 ways to clear your skin that do not involve any skincare products or acne medications. So let's get started. So number 1 is your plain old everyday boring tap water. In particular, this may be a big concern for you if you have what is called hard water. Hard water is basically just water that has high levels of salt or minerals. Depending on where you live, the water that comes out of your faucet may be harder or softer. One of the things that comes along with hard water tends to be higher pH levels, and I have become somewhat obsessed with pH. So much so that I show you, I bought like the fancy danciest little pH testing kit. It's so sciencey. If it's your first time here or you haven't seen one of my videos where I talk about pH, fear not, it's not scary. I know sometimes people have a traumatic experience in a science class and then never want to think about pH again, but it's really not scary at all. Basically, just think of it kind of like temperature. Instead of hot or cold, you have alkaline and acidic. There's a lot of hype right now around drinking very alkaline water and benefits that supposedly has for you. Alkaline water is not what you want for your hair and your skin. If you do want to do that for drinking, keep it for drinking. Don't use it for your skin and hair. That high pH in your water can disrupt your skin barrier and cause all sorts of problems. So basically, there's some issues that come along with your hard water. If there's heavy metals in the water, it can lead to breakdown of collagen and the elastic tissue in your skin. It can cause irritation, it can flare up your eczema, and that high pH disrupts your skin barrier, which causes all sorts of problems. 2 easy solutions if you do happen to have very hard water is 1, you can get a water filter, and 2, you can use micellar water for cleaning your skin. I'm gonna show you how you can test the pH level in your bathroom.
So I got this cup of water directly out of my shower, and the pH is 8.14. Now this cup of water I ran through my shower filter, and we're about to see what difference that made. Give it a minute here. I'll let you want it to measure. Hopefully it is lower. Are you kidding me? 8.09, 8.1? That's like basically no difference at all. And I'm going to be looking for a different shower filter. Great, glad we tested that.
So I'm really disgruntled at my shower filter right now. If you guys want a whole video on pH in hair, I've got one of those. I'll link to it. It's the shampoo video. Go watch that and we'll talk about pH for days. Okay, so several months back, a whole bunch of LA-based influencers all started talking around about the same time that they were getting acne and they'd never had it before. My skin started having issues around that time too. However, I did notice other pieces of the puzzle that were contributing to that, but I did notice there was improvement when I started going out of town. I don't know if there was a change in the water or something, even just in the environment, maybe even just led to a simple change in the pH in the water, but it was so many people. I wonder if there was something in the water that did make people's skin start to react.
Is such a thing even possible? Yes, it is.
When we notice changes in our body, it's not always just one cause. It's often several things in conjunction that throw us out of whack, which actually leads us really well into our next things. Because with skincare, we're attacking the acne from the outside in. It's important and it is one piece of the puzzle. However, there's a lot going on inside of our bodies and what we put into our bodies that triggers acne as well. Quick disclaimer, always discuss any supplements or vitamins you're taking or not taking with your doctor or with a professional. Even if I was a doctor, I wouldn't be able to give personalized advice to every single person watching this video. That brings us to number 2, my pet peeve, the hair gummies. Avoid the hair gummies, guys. You see them everywhere, and then these pretty little packaging, and I promise you all these things, there's really no scientific evidence that supports that it does what the bottle says it does. In general, the FDA does not approve the claims that are on those packages. I've done a whole video on hair gummies before, so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on that, but what you wanna know is, they're not gonna make your hair grow faster. And in a lot of cases, for a lot of people, they will make you break out. The number 3 thing to look out for is iodine. First, I wanna say, some amount of iodine is absolutely necessary. In fact, if you don't get enough iodine, it can cause problems with your thyroid very, very bad. But if you're eating too many foods that are way too high in iodine, there have been studies that have shown that it can cause breakouts. The basic idea is that the excess of things that we eat winds up being like excreted back out through our skin. And sometimes some of the things that get excreted out of our skin wind up causing irritation. I've even read that when they're doing research studies on breakouts, if somebody doesn't have an active breakout, they can use iodine to trigger a breakout in that person, which just blew my mind. I know that this is anecdotal evidence, but I am completely certain that it affects me. Iodine is not an ingredient listed on things, so I'm just gonna share with you some things that are high in iodine. Iodized salt, dairy, seafood, so things like tuna, salmon, shrimp, seaweed, spinach, egg yolk, soy, so things like edamame, tofu. It's in a lot of protein bars, red dye number 3, and then it's also in a lot of supplements and multivitamins. I was eating literally almost nothing but things high in iodine for breakfast. I would usually have eggs and egg yolks, soy protein bars for snacks, spicy tuna rolls with miso soup, edamame, salmon, and then it came with baby spinach and these little cheese crumbles. And on top of all that, it was in my multivitamin. And I tend to be very repetitive sometimes in the things that I eat. And it just happened to be all of it was like way up there in iodine, and my skin just went bananas. And I'm not at all saying do not try and cut all of the iodine out of your diet. That's not good either. However, if you notice that everything you're eating is high in iodine, try eating some other things that maybe aren't as high in it. See if that impacts your skin. So that brings us to number 4, vitamin B12, and that goes along hand in hand with the hair gummies. There's literally big YouTubers out there telling people to pop B12 gummies like they're candy to make your hair grow faster. Please, just stop it. Don't do that. There are studies out there that show that it causes acne in people. There is no study that shows that it makes your hair grow faster. And really the big thing with supplements is, like, even the name says supplement. It's meant to supplement your diet, to fill in the gaps for things that you're not getting with the food you eat that you need to get. So you should only be taking the ones that you and your doctor determine that you need. In an ideal world, we wouldn't need any supplements at all because we'd be getting all of the nutrients that we needed from our food. However, companies are advertising supplements like they're candies with magical powers, leading us to take things that we don't need, and a lot of us are throwing our bodies out of whack. And finally, we have number 5, the easiest one. I think it's the easiest one on the entire list. Just your pillowcase. Oh my goodness. If you're spending all this money on your skincare routine and you're watching the things that you eat to make sure that your skin is as healthy as possible, please don't ruin it all by using a dirty pillowcase. Change your pillowcase frequently, and ideally you can even get a silk pillowcase. It helps to keep the bacteria from growing in it. Super easy, so don't let it be a dirty pillowcase that messes up your progress. All that being said, please remember nearly everybody gets breakouts at some point, so it's nothing to be ashamed of. But it's super important to know your body and recognize when there are changes so you can figure out what's causing them. Still, breakouts are complicated, and what works for someone else might not work for you. Even the scientists debate and have research papers that come out with contradictory results. But you're still better off getting your skincare advice from scientific sources rather than online gossip magazines, 12-year-olds on TikTok, or 5-minute crafts. So I want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Is there something that you eat that always makes you break out? Also, shout out today to Arya NJ. You know what? Sometimes I forget how long my hair is too. Until twice a year that it's straightened, and then I'm like, whoa. If you guys want to see more videos like this, remember to subscribe and ring the little bell if you want those to come right to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hello and welcome to the Queendom. I'm Sarah Ingleton. I can't even say my own name. I'm Sarah Ingleton. I love the caffeine. I'm rowing my boat. Hello, oh no, I'm thinking too much. I'm overthinking and I'm beating my pillows. Sorry, you guys. I love you. I'm sorry I beat you. If someone says that to you, you should probably get them out of your life. I'm gonna just try it again because I'm the caffeine. I tell you, the caffeine.